Hello and good evening from St. Louis Park. I'm Bruce Homer along with Paul Bodwin, and tonight it's the St. Louis Park Orioles coming into this game at 4-2 against the Waconia Wildcats at 3-3. Paul, the fall weather is setting in. It's a little cooler tonight. Should be a good football game, though.
It sure has, Bruce. This is what we call football weather. It's, I think, our first game with some real football weather this year. A little chilly, a little wind coming in. It looks like a little bit at the north, which would be kind of a crosswind. We'll have to see. See how that impacts the game. Hopefully the kids stay warm, get stretched, and stay hydrated. And we don't see a lot of those muscle pulls and such that we often see when the weather gets cold.
The cramps, you're right, Paul.
Cramps, yeah.
And for the St. Louis Park Orioles, they want to get back on the winning track. They had a 4-game winning streak broken by Academy of Holy Angels, and that was a 49-25 loss against a team that really seemed to run the ball at ease against the St. Louis Park Orioles.
Yeah, Bruce, and the thing about Holy Angels is they run the ball with ease against everybody. With Emmett Johnson, I believe his name is just a superstar running back, one of the top in the state, and he just racked up the yards last week against the Orioles. Although the Orioles did hang in with them for a while, they lost it late, but they were playing with them and had a close game going into the halftime.
So we're going to see Waconia kicking off. They're in the white and call it purple uniforms. St. Louis Park in the black. Mickey to kick off. High end over end kick is going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. Fumbled, picked back up. A nice hole for the Orioles and getting out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and he just about broke that one, Bruce. Got a little ankle tackle there at the end. If that didn't happen, he might have been off to the races.
Looked like that was Brady Walsh. So. Or was it Reguinti? It's hard to see the number. It looks like maybe Reguinti. So St. Louis Park will start 1st and 10 from the 35. They're led by their quarterback, Will Dvorak, who's completed 69 of 125 passes. 1,156 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Yeah, he's had a great season so far, Bruce. 94 quarterback rating.
We're going to have a turnover early on in the game, and Waconia has recovered.
And I'm not sure what happened there. But that is not how you want to start a game if you're the Orioles trying to get back into the winning column. Waconia, though, a tough team. And, yeah, the Orioles turn it over, and we'll have to see if they can get a big stop.
I don't know if we get a replay on that one, but Paul, I was looking down at my sheet for 1 second here, and by the time I looked up, the Waconia was all pointing the other direction. So now Waconia will start on offense with Austin Randall as the quarterback.
Yeah, it was hard to see what happened. Maybe just a muffed snap.
They're going to run McAnally a lot, and here's McAnally trying to get outside, turns the corner. Gets across the 30, 25, and out at the 23-yard line.
And that's a nice run, Bruce. He looked like they maybe had him in the backfield, but he has some speed there around the edge to make that turn that corner and for a nice big gain and a first down.
Yeah, Ezra Hudson chased them from the middle part of the field coming to the outside, was able to push them out of bounds. But a nice gain by Waconia and a first down. That's, again, what the Orioles are going to have to be able to stop that run. That's just a pitch run around the end.
And the running game is certainly something they'd like to key in on today to maybe just improve from last week.
Yeah, McAnally averages 5.6 yards per carry. Owen Omrin.
He picks up a couple. Waconia running the ball well so far. And they're a run-heavy team, so they're going to keep pounding it as much as they can.
Yeah, and Omrin hasn't really carried the ball much this season. It's been mostly McAnally, who's, like I said, has carried it for 143 times, 794 yards. Omrin in motion to the far side. And the give is McAnally, and a good tackle.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle to stop him. He looked like he was going to maybe turn the corner and head upfield, but yeah, nice strong tackle.
Yeah, Henry Bendrickson was a player for the Orioles making the tackle. So.
Big third down play here, Bruce.
It is really just set the tone of the game here. The Orioles would love to be able to make a stop and atone from that fumble that they had earlier. And Randall gives it again to McAnally.
Yeah, another nice tackle. Looks like they're slowing them down a little bit. 4th down, we'll see what they do.
So you can see when you have a team that is very run-oriented, they have these 3rd down and longs, and really they decided to run the football. That was really what they're so good at, and they decided to run instead of pass the football. Now they're in a 4th down situation, and this is a passing opportunity here, but they're going to go for it.
Yep. And depending on your kicker, those are 2-down situations when you're 3rd and long in this territory.
Amrin, Copy, and Simonson in the backfield. Complete, so the Orioles will get the ball back. So really a break for St. Louis Park as they come up big defensively. And you see the pass out in the flat was just in front of the running back, McAnally.
Yeah, 9:47 left to play in the first quarter, so how about we just start over?
Right.
And we got a 9-minute and 47-second first quarter. It's Park's ball on the 20-yard line. We'll just pretend a touchback happened,
Right.
and off we go.
And the key phrase, no harm done, right?
Right.
On the turnover.
Yep.
So.
Makes it a lot easier to be a goldfish and forget what you did.
So Dvorak again, and this is the give to Deontay Ross. He has an opening. Deontay just gets tripped up at the 31. He fumbles again.
Oh, no.
And they're going to call him down. So fortunately for the Orioles.
Yeah, let's take a look at this one. Ross has had a great season, finds the hole, gets some good blocking, holding the ball a little loose, and yep, he's down.
That was a good call. Yeah, the ground caused the fumble on that play, and so a good call by the officials.
And he's had just a wonderful breakout season running the ball.
Fortunate for the Orioles, they didn't have 2 plays, 2 fumbles. So. And the give is to Ross. And he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of a yard.
He didn't quite have the blocking that he did in the previous run there. Not a whole lot he could do. Nice defensive play by Waconia.
Watch for Giovanelli. He's been the hot player for the Orioles recently. 16 catches, 474 yards, averages 29.6 yards per reception.
Yeah, he's a good route runner. He's got good hands on deep balls, and there goes Ross.
They have 7 touchdowns as well, as Ross gets about 5 on the play. So now the Orioles with a 3rd down, call it 6 yards to go, will be in a passing situation. They're going to bring Marcus Hosfield into the game.
I'd look to see Dvorak maybe roll out here. They really like to roll him out. He's got good field vision, can find an open man.
Yeah, Giovanelli to the far side, Walsh to the near side. And they're going to hand off. And nothing going for Ross that time.
Nowhere to go there for Ross. Yeah, the initial defender came in and was able to just slow down his rhythm and his legs enough that they could get more defenders there to take him down, and nowhere to go. Looks like they're going to have to punt.
Interesting, both teams on 3rd down in long situations, both decided to run the football. So.
Yeah, and it's early. Maybe they want to play a little bit more conservatively. Don't want to give up an interception in this situation, but I would have liked to see him throw the ball there.
Helfman to do the punting. High end over end punt. And fielded at the 30-yard line. That was Owen Amrin.
Punt is caught at the 30-yard line.
Amrin said, I just want to fall on the football, make sure it doesn't get loose, and we'll take over on our own 30-yard line.
And this really is the first kind of cold night we've had in this entire season, so I wonder if that's impacting some things too. The players have been playing with a warm football all year, and it's a little chilly tonight. The ball gets a little more slippery and harder to handle, so that might be factoring into a heavy run game early.
And McAnally off the right side of the line gets a good second effort, and he gets across the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
That was a nice strong run by McAnally, just powering his way through, carrying defenders with him for 3-4 yards.
Brings up 2nd down.
This, he's got at least 3 to 4 guys that were on him at one point. And he kept powering forward. It's a great run.
Looks like they studied some game tape of Holy Angels. He said, we're going to run this football. Oh, nice tackle. Behind the line of scrimmage.
It looked like Jimmy Hager there on the tackle. Just got right through and it took him down.
Number 2, McAnally on the carry, brought down by number 8, Hager.
And that wipes out the previous run that they just had. Now they're 3rd and long.
Yeah, good penetration by Hager, getting inside in the backfield and not allowing McAnally to run that football, get any steam going.
I wonder if Waconia will try to run that same screen they tried to run on 4th down previously that they missed.
Back to pass, thrown over the middle. It's complete. Amrin.
Now that was a nice pass. He had some defenders around him, but he just threw it right where it needed to be, in stride. And that'll be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good call, Paul. It was really tight coverage, as you can see, and he threaded the needle, threw it in a great spot. So they mark it at the 48-yard line.
And that's our first completed pass of the day. 5:58 to play in the 1st quarter.
Probably get some more runs now. We do, McAnally.
He is just such a strong runner, Bruce. The way he just pulls guys with him like a train.
Run down by number 38, Bennington for the Orioles. 2nd down.
Yeah, Waconia coming off a 27-0 loss against Chanhassen, but prior to that, they put up 34 against Bloomington Jefferson in a 34-3 victory.
Yeah, and there's no shame in a loss to Chanhassen. They're always a pretty strong team. So they're looking to get back in the win column this week as well.
Read option, Randall scores the field. Now he's going to keep it himself, and he gets stacked up right behind the line of scrimmage.
He was hit hard. That was really good defense on the part of the Orioles there. Looked like maybe it was Helfman on the tackle.
See there.
Number 3, Randall on the keeper.
They just won't show us the jersey number. 3rd and long. I'd look to see the little throw into the flat like we did before. That worked well.
Back to pass,
There
and
it
throw it
is.
over the middle. And Amrin has it tipped up, and the Orioles have the football. A
Wow.
little razzle-dazzle.
And that's a big play that I think Park was looking for it. Same play as before on 3rd and long. And he made the pass, but it looked like he got hit right away. Really good defense. The ball pops up and Park catches it.
Number 3, Randall's pass is
Yeah, he was
Oh, he did
bobbling
bobble
it.
it, yep.
Yeah, he was bobbling it.
15, Helfman.
And Helfman,
1st down, Orioles.
And he's just not giving up and laterals it.
well, Helfman leads the team in tackles with 52, and that was a nice job. He's in the right place at the right time.
That's a
so
big
Orioles
break.
with great field position at the 49-yard line. And Deontay's Ross gets the carry. And you can see it's all Deontay's pulling
Number 2,
the
Ross.
defenders for a couple of yards.
Yeah, he wasn't just carrying the ball there. He was carrying
Brought
Wildcats.
down by number 6, Mueller for the Wildcats. 2nd down.
So a little juice here in the Park Orioles players now with a big turnover. Let's see if they can maybe take a shot.
See if the line gives Dvorak a little bit of time to throw here.
Dvorak likes to look for Giovanelli deep.
We haven't seen Will take the ball. He's got some pressure, steps into the pocket. He's got time, he throws, and it's dropped.
Yeah. And that was a really nice pickup on the part of Deontay's Ross with the blitz coming in, and he saw the pressure coming and got in there just enough so that Dvorak could scoot away, and he makes a nice throw.
Yeah, that's Ben Farley, and it just through his fingers.
Just right through his fingers.
Wants that one back.
Sure does. 3rd and 7. We'll see if they keep throwing the ball. I think they should.
Third possession for the Orioles here. Still 3:34 to go in the 1st quarter. Best field position they've had. Back to pass, thrown, complete, but going to be just short of the 1st down, I think. I don't think they're going to give them forward. progress here.
Depends on where they spot it, but yeah, it looked like he might have been a little short.
I think you can go for it here.
Number 4, Warren's pass is complete to number 10, McGinty.
That was Reguinti.
Brings up 4 for short.
And I like going for it here in this field position. A punt, you're maybe going to net 20, 30 yards if you punt it on what you say.
And that was really a good tackle by McAnally. He
Yeah.
really got Reguinti right as he caught that football and able to get that first down. Oh, there's a pitch,
Oh,
and this is going to be a turnover on possessions, even if it was recovered by the Wildcats, and that was Gage Mueller, their leading tackler.
Yeah, and Deontez Ross just missed it. Maybe was looking upfield a little too soon, and turns over the ball at midfield. Last week, we were broadcasting just a shootout back and forth with Benilde St. Margaret and Hill Murray. This week, very different ball game.
I don't know, it almost looks like the ball is just like a slippery slope right now for these players.
Yeah, they're having a hard time hanging on to it. 2:45 to go in the quarter.
Nice run for the Wildcats. Number 22, Vic Lincoln.
Yep, another nice run, good blocking, good field vision, bursts right through, hangs onto the ball, protects it, and if they're going to be able to continue to do that, the Orioles are going to have a long night on that defensive line.
And Paul, that was Lincoln Vic. They got the names backwards in the program, so we another handoff off the right tackle, and first down for Waconia. Back to McAnally that time. Really a good job by this offensive line.
Yeah, they're creating space, making it real, well, not easy for the running backs, but making their job easier.
Yeah, it's Mansager, Monsky, Mendoza, Lean, and Common on the offensive line. Here's McAnally. Gets a good head of steam, turns the corner, gets on the outside. McAnally down the far sideline, stays in bounds, and now is finally pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Wow, is McAnally in beast mode? I mean, he must have broken 3, 4, 5 tackles, just kept going, getting hit, stays up, runs strong, and a big play for the Wildcats.
Good block by the fullback, opening a hole, but the Orioles just unable to.
Really good blocking downfield, too.
You can see he did run over a defender that time, got an extra 10 yards.
Oriole defense looking a little fatigued already.
I think it's carryover from the last game. Here's McAnally, gets down to the 1.
Number 2, McAnally on the carry.
And they're just going to keep pounding the ball, and if they just keep this up, like I said, it's going to be a long night for the Orioles.
Second and goal, Wildcats.
The advantage the Orioles have, though, is they have big playability through the passing game, and if they can just get up the way this Waconia team is playing, it's going to take them a long time to score every time they score, and sometimes you just run out of time. Try to be positive.
I like that, Paul.
It's McAnally again.
Yeah, McAnally out of the Wildcat formation.
Number 2, McAnally, the carry is brought down by the Orioles. Third and goal.
Good defense by the Orioles. Actually, maybe a loss of a yard on that play.
We'll see if they can stuff them up here. The Wildcats certainly in 4-down territory. McAnally just giving it everything he had to get as many yards as he could. Maybe reach that ball over the goal line, but not to be so. Third and goal.
Randall, the quarterback. And it's McAnally. He's got room. Steps into the end zone untouched.
And that's a nice design play, well executed. You could see as soon as he got the ball that he was going to walk into the end zone untouched. And that's our first score of the night.
Yeah, Waconia on board first.
Just the right blocking there. There was just no way for anybody to get to him.
So now Tanner Mickey will attempt the extra point. And the kick is up and good.
7 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Yeah, it's been sort of a strange game for the Orioles so far in this first quarter. They've turned the ball over a couple times, and they were able to get the second one back, but put the ball on the ground. And then they just they actually have had 3 turnovers they could have had 3 turnovers in the game because that fourth down play on that pitch was a fumble as well. So yeah, I think the Orioles just need to hang on to the football and give themselves a chance to march down the field.
Yeah, they look a little out of sync and a little scattered. I would hate to think it's, a hangover from last week's game, but they just got to calm down and play their game. This is a good football team, a good offense. They just need to get into that rhythm that they've had all year of a nice mix of runs and rolling Dvorak out, throwing the ball deep, throwing it in the flat. I mean, they mix it up really well, and they seem to be a little bit one-dimensional today.
Reguinti and Walsh back to receive the kick. Reguinti takes it at the 14, looks for a block, cuts up the middle. Oh, good tackle.
Nice tackle. Just wrapped him up and pulled him right down. Park will take over at the 25, and they really need a good, steady drive here.
Sam Gessinger with a great special teams tackle on that play. Reguinti looked like he had a little hole had a little opening, and Gessinger just did a great job. So 4th chance for the Orioles. Last play here of the quarter, 2.5 seconds remaining. Dvorak back to pass. He's got time. Now he's going to, looks to tuck it down. We got a penalty. Could be holding on the Orioles. As the catch is made, this could come back though. And a touchdown for St. Louis Park, but we do have a flag, and Dvorak looks like
he knows it.
Yeah, Giovanelli with the catch. It was a nice catch by Giovanelli, but a hold against St. Louis Park to bring this one back.
And that can happen. It looked like it was a little bit of a broken play, and Will Dvorak doing the improvisation that he does so well. And when that happens, it can sometimes throw the blockers off sync a little bit, and you see a hold there often, and that's what happened here. And you can see right there,
yeah,
the pull on 55. But I like that this is what they're doing. This is what Park needs to keep doing today. This is their game they've been playing all year. So put that hold behind you and let's do it again.
Giovanelli with a great job going over Simonson's head, and what a great catch by Giovanelli, able to still come down with it, and that ends our first quarter.
Yeah, Giovanelli's been doing that all year. He's just has really good hands on the deep ball. He catches it almost every time, and he's got good speed.
Yeah, so unfortunate for St. Louis Park, because actually it was a great throw, and Dvorak did a great job to scramble and buy himself some time to be able to throw that football, and made a great throw down the far sideline, and Giovanelli with, again, that great catch over Simonson. And Simonson had good coverage on the play.
Yeah, he did, and it was also a good call on the ref. I mean, if you don't get the pull on that defender, he might get to Dvorak, so it was the right call. But that is the game that Park has to keep playing tonight, because that's their game. That's how they won those 4 games in a row in the middle of the season.
And with the turnovers that the Orioles have had, they're very fortunate, really, that this game is just a 7-0 football game. They're still in this game, have an opportunity now if they can march the ball down the field. They're right in this game, and again, they're going to have to be able to stop the run, Paul. So far early in the season, they did a really good job against some decent running backs, and so I think they'll get it together here.
Yeah, and they have to remember the last week they really did go up against what many are saying is the best running back in the state. But if they don't stop the run, the other thing that Park can do is out-throw the run on offense, if that makes sense. And that may be the game that they have to play.
First and long. Dvorak, he rolls to the far side, has pressure, lets it go downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Basically threw that one away.
Number 4, Dvorak's pass.
Yeah, Dvorak looking for a late hit on that play, and he did the right thing. He just threw it away. I have said all season that he has great field vision, makes really good decisions in those situations, and the same is true there. He just threw the ball away to avoid the sack and wanted a late hit. Let's see if he had cause. I say let him play.
It's your neighbor you're talking about.
Yeah, don't tell him I said that.
You may get a knock on your door.
It's a 2nd and long.
Dvorak, he rolls again to the far side, looking downfield, throws.
Ooh.
And
I didn't see who caught that, but it looks like he ran right into the first down marker. Nice play by Dvorak again. I love when he rolls out.
Dvorak's pass is complete to number 10.
yeah, this is
Look,
Reguinti. Watch. Reguinti with a nice catch. And you're right, he hits the stick.
It's right into the stick, and you can see Dvorak there kind of signal to him, go, go, and threw him to the sideline and threw a perfect pass.
When he hits the stick, you think it's a first down.
Yeah, well.
And we got the first down and more as Ross breaks into the free. One to try to beat. Ross bobbled the ball for a second, holds on to it, goes down at the 30-yard line.
What a play by Ross. That was just a beautiful, breaks the tackle, takes off, almost lost the ball, but hung on to it. And the Orioles getting into the kind of rhythm they like. Like I said, they have big playability both with the run and the pass.
You see Ross, he's got those arms like flinging out, and there it goes, the ball, and he was able to get it with the other hand. And fortunately for the Orioles, they maintain possession. They can't afford any more turnovers in this football game.
That's exactly right. That was a close one. But the Orioles have it going now, and they need to just hang on to this ball and keep playing that game, and they're going to be just fine.
Oppegard with the carry. Hits a brick wall. Gets maybe a couple.
Yeah, I got to give Ross a little breather on that play. Oppegard comes in and nowhere to go. Yeah, it's plugged up.
Yeah, looks like number 46 there, Calvin Larson. See if Dvorak tries to run one. Gets out of the pocket, looks downfield, scrambles, now throws, and I believe that's incomplete.
Yep.
Pass falls incomplete.
And the Wildcats have had a good pass rush in this game. I mean, they're getting back there and getting at Dvorak and forcing him to improvise, which he does well. This one just a tough throw, having to jump up over the defender and couldn't quite get it there. Big 3rd and 8 play here, Bruce.
Yeah, 3rd and 8, and I think if you're the Orioles, you probably look at this as 4-down territory. So Dvorak, he had time to run. Now he gets hit from behind, fumbles the football. Coming back the other way for the Wildcats, and they get out to the 43-yard line. So another turnover by the Orioles.
Yeah, and that's a bad fumble right there.
Yeah, that's
it just looked like it got knocked out of his hands, and
big Toledo. But McAnally's just done such a great job on both sides of the ball. But great scoop by Toledo, and finally brought out by Zach Johnson.
And the Orioles are going to have to make a big stop here with 10 to play in the first half. You don't want to get down by too many. A lot of football left to be played, though, still. They can't get down on themselves. If there's one thing we've seen with this team all year is they don't have any quit in them.
Well,
they will fight to the end.
And this is our 4th game we've done this season, Paul, and I think they have more turnovers now than they've had all season.
Yep.
So.
That's a good point, Bruce. They've done well protecting the ball. Waconia mixing it up with a little
You got
throw
Tony
to the
Cruz.
sideline.
Cruz made a nice tackle there.
So 2nd and 13 here for the Wildcats. You would think pass, but with the way they run the ball, I would also not be surprised to see them try to get 7 or 8 yards here on the ground.
Man in motion. This is a direct snap to McAnally, and McAnally gets open for a first down and more as he gets down to the 21-yard line. And we get a late flag coming way back.
Yeah, a couple of them. By 7 or 8 yards, I meant 20. Nice run by McAnally. Let's see what this flag is.
Well, both officials saw the penalty happen as 2 flags went flying.
So it must have been something obvious.
A personal foul is going to be called. I think it'll be a first down, and then they'll.
I'm not sure how they're
move this one back.
So great blocking again up front. McAnally running the ball strong, holds onto it. I'm not sure what happened at the end of this play, but.
Well, maybe 99 there.
Oh, yeah. So that's a big break, really, for the Orioles, because it makes a huge gain a lot less. They still get the first down, though.
There's a personal foul on the Wildcats after the play, so it's still a first down Wildcats.
Yes, they bring it back to the 38-yard line. 9 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 7-0 Wildcats lead. They have the football. McAnally. It's a direct snap to the running back. So.
Oh, why not? He's a strong runner, and I got to give kudos to this Wildcats offensive line. They are just blocking so well up front, creating lots of room. You can just see the space that's created. And with the quickness and the strength of McAnally, he's going to pick up 7, 8, 10, 15 yards.
Man in motion. Give to number 29 in the game.
And somebody had him early and lost him.
Number 29 on the carry,
enabling him to get the first down.
That's Alex Riley.
See right here, there was a tackle attempted there, and he just couldn't get him, and then he was able to sneak away for the first down.
So Alex Riley's first carry of the game. So here they're going to do a direct snap to McAnally again. Fakes to Riley, takes it himself.
Number 2, McAnally, the carry for the Wildcats.
So 7 minutes and 49 seconds left in the half. The Park defense has been on the field a lot and having to deal with a very strong run game by Waconia.
Yeah, they do a team that runs the Wildcat quite a bit. They run McAnally just with a direct snap and not having to take any chances of handing the ball off and fumbling.
Maybe that's why that's their mascot.
And a quick pass to the flat.
Oh.
It's complete. Riley.
And that was the same play we saw earlier in the game. The quarterback threw it too far out in front of him. That one also a bit out in front of him, but a really nice catch. Talk about leading a receiver.
Yeah.
Number 5, Hudson for the Orioles. Brings up third down.
Ezra Hudson making the tackle on the play. It brings up a third down. Third and about 3.
Let's see if this Oriole defensive line can make a stop.
Again, we got McAnally taking the direct snap, and he's got room. But the Orioles converge quickly.
Yeah, that was a nice play. It looks like he's short of the first down.
Number 2,
They'll go for it here, but
tripped up by number 15, Helpman on the play. 4th down.
but a nice tackle, not getting deked there, and kind of flipped him right over.
Yeah, good job by Orioles' Zach Helfman, number 15.
Randall back in the game. At least I think that was Randall. Maybe not. Nope. Thought I saw a number 3. Oh, he is in
Randall
there.
is in
He
there
is
now.
Yeah.
He's got Riley. Handoff, McAnally.
Look at that
Look at the push.
Looks like he got it.
Carry for the Wildcats, brought down by the Orioles.
It's reminiscent of like first grade soccer when you just see a ball of people moving slowly. But look at him just push this defensive line.
It's like rugby.
And they're going to measure this. It's close. It's really, you know, he was pushing, but he also had the ball. He's pushing backwards, and he had the ball like in his chest. So his head may have been, even his shoulders may have crossed the first down line, but maybe the ball didn't.
I think they got this by a good football and a half.
Yeah.
I don't think this one's
Yeah,
even
looking at
close.
where it's spotted, I'm kind of curious as to why they needed to measure.
Right. I don't think that chain's going to even hit the football.
Somebody get a kink in that chain quick.
Yeah, see, it's not even going to hit the football.
All right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's almost a whole football's length in between the stick and the ball.
Well, they're just giving the linesmen some practice at doing measurements, I think. So.
And maybe it's a hometown referees just want to give the defensive line a little breather. 5:40 to go in the half. Park looking to somehow stop this running machine of the Waconia Wildcats.
Not only that, it takes a lot of time off the clock. So we're down to 5 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first half. McAnally with Riley in the backfield. Out of the Wildcat. And they give us to Riley. Riley is in the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 29, Riley.
Yeah, just another nice run. It's been the same old song all night. Just good blocking up front, strong, quick runners, knowing what they should be doing. Nice little stutter step there to find the holes and being patient. And he heads in untouched. And that'll do it. It's 14-0.
Yeah, Mickey with the extra point makes it 14-0. And
5:11 to go in the half.
It's been all Wildcats here.
See if Park can hold one together. They look a little lifeless and defeated on the sideline, and they need to get that out of their heads. There's a lot of football left to be played, only down 2 scores.
Right, they need to get a big play here, get the crowd riled up, get some emotion going here, and I think, you know, and all of a sudden you find yourself that you're only 14 down, you get a touchdown, you're down by 7, and go into the locker room, and you'd be feeling pretty good.
Yep. You would, and that's what the attitude they need to have. They just need to protect the ball because they've been real sloppy protecting the ball today, and that's really what's been hurting them. They could easily be up 21-14 right now if they've been hanging on to the ball, because we know they have a strong offense, and they know that they can score at any moment.
Right, we saw a touchdown called back on a penalty with Giovanelli.
Mm-hmm. That was a gutsy reception.
Yeah, it was. They're going to be back and deep in their own territory at the 15 on that one.
Yeah, that's when you want to let go. It's probably going to be a touchback if you do, but let's see what Park can manage with 5:04 in the half to play. Plenty of time for them to move the ball down the field and get into the locker room on a positive note.
Well, again, Reguinti on that one, but fortunately he made a nice catch of that ball. You got to be very careful. That one could have gone off his fingertips.
Yep.
Orioles need something big to happen here in their favor.
Yeah.
We send Walsh in motion to the near side. That's Ross. Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Uh-oh, we got a little scuffle going on here. Ross with nowhere to go, and you can see the Waconian player trying to strip the ball from him. At least that's what it looked like from here.
Yeah, what a great defensive play that time by number 6, Gage Mueller. He's their leading tackler.
I'd expect to see the Orioles throw the ball here. That's where they're strong. It's where they get energized.
Well, it said they're going to keep quarterback and again stacked up at about the 20-yard line.
Wildcats have just owned both sides of the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
So now the Orioles really need a big play here on 3rd down. Otherwise, they'll be punting the football back to the Wildcats, who will have really good field position.
Yeah, and we've seen this keeper play to Dvorak a lot this season. It usually comes with some good success, but the Wildcats just plugging up the defensive line as well as the offensive line, making things very difficult for the Orioles to get anything done on the ground.
Well, we'll see the Wildcats now can tee off a little bit, knowing that it's a passing situation. Giovanelli and Walsh to the near side. Here's a pitch. Ross across the 20, 25, steps out of bounds. 35, and it's a 1st down for the Orioles.
I like that play. You know, everybody's thinking they got to pass it for sure. Dvorak rolls out, maybe looking for a pass downfield, and then there's Deontez Ross with a little pitch, kind of catching people off guard. And once he gets going, he generally is hard to get to and to take down, and it's a big Orioles 1st down. Keep that ball moving.
That's right, Paul. Big 1st down because they need to keep possession of the football. Once again, they give to Ross.
Number 2, Ross on the carry.
I'd like to see the Orioles mix it up a little bit and throw on 1st down.
Yeah.
When they don't have the pressure on them.
Yep, although I think they also are playing a little bit of a clock game here. They want to make sure that they get in the end zone and the Wildcats don't get the ball back this half.
Hopefully they can then make some adjustments at halftime. So Walsh lines up on the far side, Giovanelli to the near side. Back to pass, good block, thrown across the middle, it's complete. Gain of about 6.
That's a nice play, good gain. It's going to be 3rd and short now. And the other thing you have to remember here is, as well as Waconia has run the ball in this 1st half, they've only scored 2 touchdowns. And so it's really, the Park offense just really has to get going. That's been their strength all season. They've just got to get going and protect the ball. And they're protecting the ball well on this drive so far, which I probably just jinxed.
3rd down, 2 yards to go. We'll say it's a long 2. Back to pass. Dvorak, now he looks to run. Throws it. Oh, he had the receiver open and unable to catch at that time was Marcus Hosfield.
Yeah, and that was a good look by Dvorak. A tough ball to catch, but catchable. And he could have been gone. There wasn't anybody on the other side.
Yeah, Will was going to run it here and saw he was not going to get that 1st down. Then at the last second, he saw his receiver there. And again, so close to being a long gain for the Orioles.
Number 15 helped it back to punt.
And they got a punt here. They don't want to give up the ball at this spot. You're hoping for a big punt, and they're going to have to stop them with 2:10 to play in the half.
High punt. It's going to take a bounce and go out of bounds inside the 30.
That's a good punt in that situation. Nice little Oriole bounce. There's 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to play in the half. And one of the problems with a run game like Waconia is there's not a lot of really big plays. And it takes them 4 or 5 minutes to march the ball down the field. So hopefully, if they can't stop them on downs, hopefully the Orioles can stop them in the clock.
Again, though, so far in this game, we've seen a couple good throws by Austin Randall, and we'll see if they elect to try and put the ball up in the air. I think we'll probably see McAnally most of the time here. Clock does stop on a 1st down. I think if you're Waconia's coach, you're saying, we're up 14-0. Let's not take any chances.
Yep, they don't want to turn the ball over right here. Especially the way the Orioles offense is starting to click a little bit more.
Well, they are
and
going to
they
throw
do throw. Look at that.
Nice gain out to the 49-yard line.
They're hungry. They're looking for the end zone.
Number 3, Randall's pass.
That was caught by Blake Simonson.
Kind of going to a hurry-up situation. Minute 50 left in the half.
They're going to throw again.
Throwing it again, and ooh.
It's a quick hit, maybe a little early, but.
Well, I thought he was going for the ball. I thought maybe he could have gotten in there and picked that, but.
Sam Coppy with the catch.
But it's going to keep that clock running.
Number 3, Randall's pass.
Yeah, 1 minute 30 seconds to go.
23, Amos.
But Waconia moving the ball well through the air right now.
This is McAnally trying to get lunge for the first down. He gets
Number
it.
2, McAnally on the carry.
3 timeouts left
Number 15.
for the Wildcats, so they're in good situation here.
They sure are. I thought they would have used one right there, and they do.
Timeout, Waconia.
That's a interesting clock management to wait a good 7 to 10 seconds before calling the timeout.
Well, I think the clock stopped for
it did.
momentarily on the first down, and then as they got set up, they decided to call
That is
the
correct.
timeout.
I always forget about that little nuance in college and high school football. There's the Waconia faithful heading from out west into St. Louis Park.
They've got a tough contest on their next opponent. Will be Academy of Holy Angels. That's a home game for them.
Yep.
Be a game that'll move pretty quickly. You'll have 2 running teams, and that clock's just going to go zoom.
Yeah, it sure is. And they will have their hands full with the Holy Angels superstar running back. There's the Oriole faithful. Lots of animal pajamas on this cool night. Why not?
I've been impressed with the turnout that St. Louis Park has had, especially the student section that they've had so far this season. They've really come out and supported this football team, and great to see. I mean, back in the, when I was at St. Louis Park back in 1979, we had pretty big crowds as well too. So.
Yeah, well, they've been a fun team, and they've been winning, and yeah, it is nice to see them get out here and support them.
Quick throw to McAnally, too far. And they're saying that, they got to pounce on that football, not knowing if the refs are going to say that one went backwards. But looked to me like it was a forward pass.
It did. It looked to me too.
And we'll take a look where the
play is by the Wildcats.
And then again, that's close.
Yeah, it is close, and you're right, Bruce. You do have to pounce on the ball.
Under pressure, thrown complete. Getting out of bounds is McAnally.
Number 3, Randall's pass is complete.
So play just reversed. They ran the same play to McAnally on the other side of the field. Now they come back, run it to the near side of the field.
Yeah, and I thought maybe he was not going to get out of bounds, but he played that one really well, kind of maximizing yards while still getting out of bounds.
And he moves the sticks as they have a first down at the 30-yard line.
And they still have 2 timeouts left, so there's 58 seconds on the clock. It's plenty of time for this Waconia team to move the ball 30 yards. Orioles defense is going to have to step up.
Randall, he throws, complete. Look at this. Well, it takes time off the clock at least.
Yeah. 47 seconds left. Clock is moving.
Nothing like a 10-second tackle.
Brought down by the
A
Orioles.
little surprised they didn't call a timeout.
I'm really
there.
surprised they're not calling a timeout here.
They just let a good 10 to 15 seconds tick away.
More than that. McAnally.
And if they can stop him,
which they do,
they're going to force a timeout.
Yeah, 22 seconds, and we're going to get a timeout.
And that whole scenario there queued up a good 20 to 30 seconds in it.
So they're going to set the clock at 23.2 seconds.
So get a little bit of it back. 23 seconds to go. Waconia at about the 19-yard line. Orioles are going to need a stop. They've moved the ball really well through the air on this drive, Bruce. It's been impressive because they've been pretty one-dimensional offense so far because they could be. But when they needed to throw, they've thrown well.
And they're dinking and dunking. They're doing those shorter passes. They're high percentage passes, and the Orioles defenders are not getting there to in that passing lane that quick. So they're pretty high percentage, and Austin Randall's done a really good job controlling this offense.
Sure has. There are a couple of those passes, though, that there wasn't a whole lot on them, and to me it looked like could have just gotten one more quick step. It could have been a pick six.
Not going to get any easier for St. Louis Park because they played Chaska in their final game of the season. Need to somehow come up with a couple big plays in this game and get back in this football game. Back to pass. Still plenty of time to throw. Now some pressure, stepping into the pocket. Hopefully we don't have a clothesline there. And
yeah, it looked a little bit like a horse collar perhaps, but no. And that's a big tackle.
Right, it gets the clock now goes down to 12 seconds. And Paul, as you mentioned, you know, when you're a run-oriented team, now you're forced to pass the football in 12 seconds. They're gonna have to put the ball up in the air.
Yep, that was a nice tackle. Maybe could have called a horse collar on it, but way to hang on to him and get him and tackle him for a loss, really, and keep the clock ticking, force a timeout. And
if you're the Orioles coaches right now, you have to make sure the players know, okay, the first down marker is at the 9-yard line. If we can stop them at the 10, 12, 13-yard line, the clock's going to run down. There's 12 seconds to go. Let's protect the end, or 13 seconds to go. Protect the end zone. Let's make them run the clock out here.
Yep, that's exactly what they need to do. I'd like to see a little bit more of a pass rush, too, to maybe force an in-air thrown ball. Or my heart wants a pick six, Bruce.
Kemp and Hudson both have 2 interceptions on the season. Love to see one of them get their third. McAnally in the backfield, back to pass. Lofted towards the end zone, and
almost
incomplete. Yep. Good coverage that time by Bendixson, it looks like.
Randall's pass is broken up on the play.
And that'll leave 6.9 seconds left.
Oh, yeah, that was
a little bit of some contact there. It almost could have been offensive pass interference.
That's Tony Cruz, though. Had the good defense on the play.
So it's 3rd and 16 with 6.9 seconds, depending on the play. Probably got 2 more shots in the end zone. This one will have to be quick.
Amrin in motion to the far side, back to pass. And now he's going to lob it again towards the corner, and this is broken up with 0 seconds.
And there you have it. That's exactly what they needed to do. Like like we said, if you're a run team and you need to score quickly, it can be complicated. But just a well-defended play.
Yeah, what a great job by Cruz, and also Ezra Hudson coming in to knock that ball away. And you almost feel victorious for the Orioles right here because they had a chance to go down by 3 scores, and they were able to hold Waconia to 14-0 game. So, you know, again, if the Orioles can score early in the second half, they can get right back in this football game, and then we'll have a ball game.
Yep, and all they really have to do is protect the ball. It sounds a little bit cliche to say, with the way Waconia dominated this first half, that you're only down 14-0, but you are only down 14-0. If you protect the ball in the second half, and this plays out in the same way that it did here, the Orioles are likely to come back and win this football.
And not only protect the ball, Paul, they have to protect their quarterback.
Yes.
They got to give their quarterback a little time to throw the football. You know, Will has been scrambling. He's been having to make every throw as an exaggerated throw because he's had so much pressure, and he's done a great job to really get the ball off. But give Will a little more time, and Will make some great throws for you.
That's absolutely right. So we'll see what Park can do. Hopefully they're not getting down on themselves. We haven't seen quit in this team all season. I don't think we will tonight.
14-0 our score. We're at halftime. Stay with us. We'll be back with more football in just a bit.
You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
14-0 our score. Bruce over along with Paul Bodwin, and Waconia leads this game on a 2-yard touchdown run by McAnally to make it 6-0. The kick was good. Waconia with a 7-0 lead at that time, and then Waconia got a 16-yard run by Riley. Mickey's kick was good. 14-0 is where we stand. St. Louis Park with some turnovers in the first half. They got to button down and be able to stop the run a little bit, Paul, and I think hopefully we can get back in this football game. As they get ready to kick off. Kick is going to be fielded inside the 5-yard line.
But a strong run.
Yeah, a strong run to get out to the 40.
Yeah, Nick Kent, has been able to kick the ball into the end zone a lot this season, but not there, and a nice return for Waconia. Here we go. The Orioles really would like to make a stop here. After all the turnovers in the first half and the way Waconia ran the ball, they're going to need to tighten up their run defense.
Yeah, Mitchell Rekoff with a nice kick return, giving Waconia good field position at the 40-yard line. So they're again going to have Randall as the quarterback, McAnally the running back. Give to McAnally.
And they plug him up. I mean, still got 2-3 yards, but they're going to need to continue to slow him down.
Yeah, and again, the key for the Orioles is they have to really force Waconia into those third down situations and see if they can get a stop, make them throw the football.
Yeah, and Waconia also having some success throwing the ball, but not like they have running the ball. And so, yeah, they need to get them to some third and longs.
McAnally, but we're going to get a false start.
Yeah, look at that. And I noticed looked like the Oriole defense was looking to set up some kind of blitz or something like that. It maybe threw Waconia off a little bit, and it looks like they are ready to do what they have to do to plug up that line. I think what their plan here maybe is that if Waconia is going to beat them, they're going to have to throw.
Well, not many penalties in the first half of the game, and we haven't seen too many on Waconia. I know they had a holding call, but they were able to overcome that and get the first down. McAnally.
Yep.
Number 2, McAnally.
So here's what the Orioles want to do defensively: is force the Wildcats into a 3rd and long, and right now it's going to be 3rd down, 9 yards to go.
Yeah, and there again, they just they're starting to stack that line. They're bringing in some help. We've got a guy with an injury, but he's going to have to stay on the field. And if this is effective, this is exactly what they want to do.
Simonson and Amrin on the far side. And we got another flag. Another false start called against the Wildcats.
Yeah, there must be something this defense is doing to just throw that offensive line off center a little bit. I mean, it's encouraging to see if you're the Orioles that you haven't really had any, big, huge plays in the backfield or anything, but they're doing something to throw Waconia off.
Yeah, no false starts in the first half for Waconia.
We got 2 of them on this drive.
So they need to get to the 50-yard line for a first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, call it 14 yards to go. Simonson to the near side. Amundsen and Copy over on the far side of the field. Back to pass. It's just a quick dump. And a good stop by the Orioles.
That's exactly what the Orioles needed to do on this opening possession. To force the Wildcats to punt.
Yeah, the guy who caught the football was Anders Rodney, number 99, and he's going to be doing the punting. So get up and punt the football.
Up and now punt the ball, right. A really nice defense on that sequence by the Orioles. Looks like they changed up something.
Walsh and McGuinty back. A lot of time to punt that football. Took a lot of steps.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was going to fake it.
You see good pursuit, but good run back by the Orioles.
Yeah, there wasn't much there to work with, but he managed to get another 10, 15 yards out of it. I thought he needed to turn the corner and just go, but he cuts back and nice return.
Back to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Walsh's first return of the game. Everything's gone Raguinti's way. See how he changes.
Right here, I thought he should just turn the corner upfield, but he saw this lane and cut back and managed to get another
Little spin move,
8,
too.
10 yards, yeah.
Orioles with it at the 30-yard line. Ross in the backfield. And the give to Ross.
Number 2, Ross.
Yeah, not much there for Ross.
Brought down to number 55 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we've Toledo with a good tackle on the play.
Second and long here. I'd like to see the Orioles take a shot myself, but we'll see what they do.
Giovanelli lines up on the near side, Walsh on the far side. And the give is to Ross. And we're going to get a face mask maybe.
Yep.
Number 2, Ross in the carry.
So Ross was fighting for the extra yards, and looks like someone got a hand on the face mask, and I think we're going to get the call. Going Orioles, going for the Orioles. So
there it is. And that'll be a first down for the Orioles. So big first half so far. Second half for the Orioles as they come out strong on defense and throw off Waconia's offense a little bit with 2 false start penalties. Now a face mask penalty, and the flags have been flying against Waconia in this first half to benefit the Orioles and keep the ball moving.
And Orioles across midfield now with the ball marked at the 47-yard line. Back to pass. Quick throw is complete. It's Ortega.
I like that play there, going with a pass, just kind of out in the flat and on first down, see what you can pick up. Now we're looking at about second and 5 or so instead of second and 8 or 9.
Yeah, and you need to keep them honest a little bit. So you gotta mix up the runs with the passes, and that's what the Orioles did that time. High percentage pass for Will, able to get that throw off without too much pressure.
And that's where they've found success all year, is doing exactly as you said, mixing it up.
Dvorak rolls to the near side. He throws over Hosfield's hands.
Just a little bit too much mustard on that one for him to get it. And very catchable ball, though. He should have had that one.
Again, the Orioles would like to sustain a long drive, get down into the end zone, make it a 1-touchdown game. We got Giovanni lining up here to the near side. Ross in the backfield, and the give is to Ross. Ross is trying to fight towards the sticks. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. It looks like he got it to me, but hard to tell with that big pile.
Depends where they spot this football, and they did. First down.
Yep.
That's an Orioles first down.
Good eyes, Paul.
Yeah, it's, again, nice drive, mixing it up, and this is exactly what they needed to be doing here in this beginning of this second half. They got to keep it going and protect the football.
And again, when you run plays like that on third down, and it sets up a play action pass in the future for them. Rolling, Dvorak throws downfield. He's got Giovanelli, turns and just can't hold on to it.
Couldn't hold on to it. It looked like he got a foot in, but he just couldn't hang on to it. Well defended, great throw, and almost a great catch.
Well, you love how Giovanelli goes up against defenders, and anytime you can put the ball his direction, he's got a chance to catch this football.
Yep, yeah, he really does get up there.
Right
oh, and that foot wasn't down anyway, even if we'd have been out of bounds. But
there was good coverage on the play.
Very good coverage on the play, but I like that play call.
Yeah, you see Amrin was there. Back to pass. Throws over the middle. Had the player, but it's too high.
Ooh, that was close. I was almost picked off. Just threw right over him. I think Dvorak's going to have to calm down a little bit. He's throwing the ball a little high and a little hard on those throws across the middle.
Well, one of the things too is you can see these defenders are pretty tall too, and I think he's having to throw over the defender, which may be one of the reasons that making sure that pass doesn't get. See how you see that one defender go up in the air there.
Yep. Yeah, you're right, Bruce. And also, additionally, they do have some tall defenders. Will Dvorak is also a little bit shorter than most quarterbacks.
Third down long for the Orioles.
Oof.
And Dvorak, he breaks one tackle.
Oh, no.
And now he fumbles the football, and this is going to be recovered by the Wildcats. Another turnover, but it's going to be Wildcat ball at the Oriole 40-yard line.
You know, and like you said, Bruce, that they need to give the quarterback time, and on that one he had no time at all, and he almost made a little bit of something out of nothing, but then he just couldn't hang on to the ball.
Yeah, really great pressure up front by Calvin Larson to really throw that play off, and hard hit. And then again, we've said Toledo, we've called his name quite a bit, and he's the one who knocked that football out.
Yeah, he wasn't even trying to tackle the quarterback. He was just trying to knock the ball out and did, and there we go, another turnover. And the Wildcats with a short field.
Riley gets the carry.
29 Riley, the carry for the Wildcats, brought down by the Orioles. Brings up second down.
So good tackle made by Dunlap and Bendrickson. Gain of a couple. So the defense now is going to be forced to the task here to see if they can stop the Wildcats and keep this a two-score game. And give us to Riley.
And some good blocking up front again. Finds his way, chomps right through, takes the space when he has it.
Great blocking. Yep. So a couple players getting pulled down. So third down and a couple.
Third and 2 to go with 5:35 in the third quarter.
The Wildcats have been able to hold on to the football. They have not turned it over running the football. They've been pretty good about this. Here's McAnally. He's going to run it. Oh, he's going to hand off to Riley. And Riley breaks one tackle, gets down inside the 10, down to the 6.
Great blocking on the part of the Waconia offensive line, creating part of the Red Sea, basically, as they just keep pounding this ball down their throats.
Yeah, and I think what's happening now is this defense just getting pushed around and getting tired. A lot of times you see these teams that can run the football when your offensive line is dominating.
Yep.
As the game wears on, just seems easier and easier to get those runs. You look at a player like Derrick Henry and you see how many of his yards come in the third and fourth quarters.
Yep, that's exactly right. They just wear you down.
Riley giving him the opportunity, which is pretty interesting because we saw McAnally pretty much get most of the carries in the first half, and now they're really giving Riley the chance to run the football a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't know if that's a function of, hey, we're running the ball well, let's let this other kid get a shot, or is there something going on with McAnally? Is there a little bit of an injury maybe, or he's out on the field?
Yeah, and he's actually playing from the Wildcat position, so he's taking the snaps from the quarterback position, basically. Now they bring in their quarterback, Randall. And they give us to McAnally, who finds the opening in the end zone, but we got a penalty. It could be a hold.
Yeah, this one could come back. I thought he had the end zone. A nice tackle there to keep him out of the end zone. Let's see what the penalty is. We got a holding call. So that'll move him back.
Move this from the spot of the foul.
Ten-yard penalty, repeat second down.
So they move it back to the 15-yard line. Royals hoping they can turn that break into a stop.
Yeah, so it's 2nd and 15 now with the ball on the 15-yard line.
4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 14-0 in favor of the Wildcats.
maximize a gain here.
McAnally gets ahead of steam, gets through the defense, and he dives into the end zone for a touchdown.
There it is again, just great blocking up front, a strong, quick runner, finds the holes, he's patient, waits for the holes to open up, pounds the ball through, and puts the Orioles in a deep hole.
Second touchdown of the game for McAnally.
Dvorak on the sideline, grabbing his helmet and his football like he is going to business.
Mickey 2 for 2 so far in the game in extra points. This one is up, it's good.
Wildcats extra point is good.
Big kick. He might have made that from 40.
21-0, Waconia leads. Been all Waconia here as they try and they're looking for their 4th win of the season. St. Louis Park coming to this game was 4-2. And if they want their 5th win of the season, it's going to have to be a major comeback, and Paul will lose his voice if that happens.
I want it for this team. They've had such a great year, and again, they're really just beating themselves today more than anything. Yes, Waconia is doing a great job on offense running the ball, but it's the turnovers that are hurting this team right now.
And Waconia's taken it, give Waconia credit because they've taken advantage and scored off of those turnovers. So
that's exactly right.
I know you got to use those lights and put a little bit of a hex on that Waconia defense, and also put a little stick on the Orioles' hands.
Right. It's been very uncharacteristic, all these turnovers.
It's been a fun, great season for the Orioles. Short kick this time, but you're going backwards. So they filled it at the 30, and they go down at about the 27. And they'll spot it at the 28.
All right, Park, it's time to put it together, a drive, and hang on to the ball.
28-yard line.
Again, baby steps is what you need right now, Paul. You just need some good things to happen and get the crowd back into this game. They've got a nice crowd out here. You'd like to have them at least get to see a few good plays on the Orioles' behalf.
Yeah, and also I like their big playability, but you really need a nice long drive here to give that defense a rest as well for the ones who aren't playing both sides.
Dvorak, he has time. Oh, now we're going to get a hold. An incomplete pass, so they're going to bring this one back 10 yards.
Yep.
And that makes it that much tougher now. Now all of a sudden you're, 1st and 20.
Yeah, 1st and 20, deep in your own territory. Crowd trying to get their team into it now.
Yeah, I think Dvorak had time to throw right off the bat. Then he scrambled out a little bit, and that hold came from away from the play, which was tough to. There's a quick pass to the running back, Ross.
And not much there.
Dvorak's pass is complete to number 2, Ross. Front top of the Wildcats.
When I talked about baby steps, they need to go a little bit
bigger than
that.
Yeah. Toddler steps. Well, especially when you get to a 1st and 20, 25 situation. You're going to have a couple big plays here to get out of this and reset.
Well, and again, it was actually where the original was where the foul occurred, so it's 2nd and 23. The ball on the 15-yard line. Okay, you got time. Well,
he's got a man.
Find him.
Oh.
Dvorak's pass.
And he just
couldn't
quite throw it to the right spot. He had a man open.
Yeah, it was Reguinti down the sidelines, and again, a lot of time, good coverage.
It's a little off target.
So now a third down, 23.
Very long 3rd down. They're going to need a big play. They also at least want to pick up 10 or 12 yards just to kind of get out of this hole a little bit. But
feels like they almost need to get to Highway 7 right now. pressure, and he's going to run the football. Dvorak gets to the outside, breaks one tackle, gets back past the original line of scrimmage and out to the 30-yard line.
That's a nice run, not enough, but it helps, and it's going to loosen things up on the punt here, and hopefully they can get a nice big punt out of this. And this time it wasn't turnovers, but penalties that set them back. Got to hand it to this Waconia defense. I mean, they just have an offense that's been clicking all year, just absolutely rattled.
So Owen Amrin back to receive the punt. Helfman gets a good punt off. Fair catch signal and caught at the 43-yard line by Amrin.
Still good field position for the Wildcats.
First down Wildcats.
But it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, Orioles would love nothing more to get a turnover, get this crowd fired up.
Which is tough to do when you've got a team that runs the ball like Waconia does, and not just run it, but they really do protect the ball well. You don't see a lot of runners waving the ball around, and they just run strong, hard, and quick.
That's McAnally, spins, gets close to the 50-yard line. He'll be marked at about the 49.
It's a good 5-6 yard pickup for McAnally. They can and have been doing that all day long.
They run the clock down to 2 minutes to go here in the third. 21-0 Waconia. McAnally trying to find the corner. Breaks one tackle, still stays on his feet, gets out to the 42. So a couple missed tackles gives McAnally the first down.
He's just a big, strong, fast kid, hard to take down. You think he would have had him right here, not quite, he skirts that, and it was right here where they really should have been able to wrap up on him and take him down, but he gets away from it and skirts away for a few more yards and a first down.
Yeah, Amel's just unable to wrap him up, and good strong run by McAnally.
Third quarter just flying by with a minute and a half left.
Coffey lines up on the near side along with Omri. Oh, in motion, almost fumbles the football. He does.
Lost it.
And the Orioles have it.
I jumped on your turnover call.
That's okay, Paul. We'll take it. That was Gessinger that got the football on the reverse. He fumbled for a second, then he got it back in his arm, but then lost it.
Yeah, but he didn't quite have it secure when he got it back. He just kind of had it right in the kind of on the corner, and didn't totally have it secure, and so it just fell out. So if you look right here, you can see on that left arm, can't really see it there, and all it took was a little tap, and it popped out. And that's a big break. That's the break the Orioles needed. Now they have to convert.
Yeah, DeJuan Pearson with a nice play. Free the football. Here's a pitch at the last second. And Ross, with a stiff arm, gets inside the 50.
What a gutsy play on the part of Will Dvorak to do this just last-second pitch, really threw their defense off. He led them into him and then gave it to Ross.
Yeah, so this is an option left play.
Look
Dvorak
at that.
fakes inside, passed it almost a shovel pass where that ball landed.
Yeah, and then he just takes Gage Mueller down. So it's only 2nd and 1.
Strong left for the Orioles. Dvorak, and it was almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted. That was a dangerous throw in that situation. Waited a little too long to throw it.
Yeah, Simonson was coming up. We read that play. Good pressure, and good call by the Orioles that time. Just knowing that they only need a yard to go, they thought maybe they could have a chance to throw the football downfield, and I think here we're going to see Ross with the football.
That's what I would do. They've been known to do a keeper in this situation too, though. But nope.
It's Ross, and he has a first down.
Number 2, Ross.
That's a good job on the part of Deontez Ross there to just get the first down. Don't try to do too much. Hang on to the football. And we need a nice, big, long drive anyway, so keep those sticks moving.
So we're under 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Orioles with the football at the 45-yard line now, trying to get their first score of the game. They trail 21-0. Looking for players downfield, but I don't know how you're able to throw a football when you're got that much pressure going to the wrong side too. So he's unable to really get his feet set to throw the football, and he's going to be tackled behind.
Yep, there's not much Dvorak can do on that play, and really all he can do is he does these little fakes. He's trying to fake him out to find something, but there's just too much of a pursuit. He does the right thing, tucks the ball in, and gets out of bounds. So it's 2nd and 10.
Stops the clock with 27.5 seconds left to go in the third.
And they're in Wildcat territory, but with the way things have gone, it feels so far away at this point.
Again, Dvorak's been under pressure all game.
There he is
And
again.
he is under pressure, throws the football, but quickly defense making the play.
Yeah, but with the pursuit that was on him there, he did the right thing. Check down. They get three yards out of it. Nice throw. I love the way Dvorak stays composed when he gets that pressure on him. He generally doesn't make a lot of big mistakes. He stays focused.
Yeah, and as soon as Ortega caught that football, Riley had his arms wrapped around him. So again, no chance for that play to develop into anything more than it was, but a couple yards, and brings up a 4 down territory for the Orioles right now. There's
absolutely
no need to punt the football.
Yeah, both being down 3 touchdowns, but also field position where they are. This is definitely 4 down territory, which is in a way a benefit to them. That's the end of the third quarter, by the way. And so they don't need to get all 8 yards right here, although you sure would like to.
Again, St. Louis Park this season with their wins coming against Bloomington Jefferson 26-20. Henry Sibley 31-7. Benilde St. Margaret's 31-21, and Orono 22-21. Losses again to Simley 32-12. Holy Angels 49-25. And we'll see. Waconia could be on that slate, but right now the Orioles 4-2. Good season for St. Louis Park. A lot of credit to the coaching staff and the players. They put together a fun season. Paul, you and I have had some great games that we've announced here from the St. Louis Park Stadium. And again, their final game at Chaska.
It has been a fun season. It'll be interesting. I don't know who they have kind of slated to fill Dvorak's place next year.
Dvorak under pressure. He has to throw this one away.
That's the right decision. He takes a big hit. Dvorak coming up, gets up, looks a little frustrated. He just has been running for his life.
Yeah, and it's not only one player getting in there. You can see 3 white jerseys.
And you don't like to get hit there, but he also, you know, he's trying to make something happen. He maybe held onto the ball a little too long because you don't want to take those hits either.
Well, it's Ben Walsh and Giovanelli a lot of the catches this season. Love to have time to be able to find one of those guys open here. 4 wideouts.
4th and 8.
Looking like a blitz, and we're going to get false start.
Oh, no.
Not false start, I mean encroachment on the defense here.
Offsides on the Wildcats, 5-yard penalty.
That's a big 5 yards right there. That moves you from 4th and 8 to 4th and 3. Even though I had the understanding there would be no math, but that opens things up a little bit.
Well, it does now if either can throw that little short pass over the middle to Ortega, or you can maybe even run Deontay's Ross and see if he can get 3 for you. Looking like they're going to bring pressure again. Back to pass. You can run it here, Will.
Oh, my. Oh,
He
look at
finds
that.
the player open down the sideline and out of bounds.
Out of bounds about the 10-yard line. Will had plenty of room to run for the first down. But I love the way he hangs in there. He wants more. He sees and he finds a guy, throws a beautiful pass. Huge play for the Orioles.
Yeah.
Right there, I thought he should take off, but look at that. He finds
Ben Farley, number 81.
Ben Farley, yeah, who just trying to pull him all the way in, but that's the play that the Orioles needed. They got to continue to protect the ball here, get this ball into the end zone.
Best penetration the Orioles have had down to the 10-yard line. They're going to pass the football. Dvorak has time, throws at the fingertips.
Just a little low for Deontay's Ross. Would have liked to see him still scoop that up, but tough to catch those when they're low and behind you like that. Oh, that was lower than I thought. Even if he had pulled it up, it looked like it hit the ground.
I think they call that, used to have like monkey passes where you take it off the ground, bounces and comes up.
Oh, right.
Time to throw. Oh, we have, it looks like a hold right there, yep. Orioles are going to get called for a hold, so I think, and again, Ross should have had that football, though.
Dvorak's pass.
That's unfortunate.
Holding call on the Orioles.
Again, you know, Will had a lot of time to throw the football, and sometimes when you take, you don't quickly throw that football, there's chances for a hold. And watch right here, number 46 gets just tackled.
Yeah, and they're going to call that every time.
Yeah, a couple times we've seen Zach Johnson getting called for some penalties. So it's going to be back to the 20-yard line. It's interesting how we had the ball at the 10-yard line, and I figured out, get it at the 10, give Ross a couple chances, get it close, and when you're getting a lot of pressure on your quarterback, but they ended up like throwing the football, and now they're back to the 20-yard line. High pass, it's caught.
Not sure who that was
two receivers in the same area, Requinty and Walsh. Walsh gets it for maybe a gain of 4.
Yeah, I actually like the throwing it on first down, and then I thought for sure on second down we'd see a handoff to Ross. It was a little peculiar to me that they were throwing again, like you said, with all that pressure that Dvorak's been under. So we got a long third down here.
I think they may have to try and throw one in the end zone here. Looks like a takedown. Here's a touchdown. Giovanelli.
And that's been Dvorak's favorite target all year is Giovanelli. Exactly what they needed to do.
I think number 87 is calling for what should have been a holding penalty. Let's watch him get taken down right here.
Well,
maybe not.
There was a little bit of stumbling in there too, and look at that. Almost slipped through Giovanelli's arms. And that brings the Orioles kind of right back in this if they can get the defensive stop. Here comes Nick Kent, who's been solid all year.
So Giovanelli with his 8th touchdown of the season. Kick is up. It's good.
Number 14, Kent.
And this is what the Orioles needed. They needed to get the fans something to cheer about. Give them a little momentum, a little spark, and see if they can get the defense fired up.
Yep, and it could be one of those little tide-turning sequences where, you know, this started on a turnover, and they were able to, I think it was a turnover if I'm remembering correctly on this possession, and then they drive the ball down the field and score a touchdown. They protected the ball. They didn't turn it over. Overcame a holding penalty. And so they could get right back in this, but the defense is going to have to find a way to stop that Waconia run.
I think we're going to need to see the Orioles kick into the end zone and get see if they can have Waconia start in their own territory at the 20-25 yard line.
He may have a little bit of wind behind him here too. Not a lot, but maybe a little, just enough to get it into the end zone.
Well, I saw Nick Kent kicking some long field goals before the game started.
Yep, and there it is.
Yep, good kick.
Yeah, and you know, Nick Kent, they brought in from the soccer team. He just joins the team on game days. And he started out a little rough with, he had the leg, but he didn't have the accuracy, and he seems to have figured that out. And we've talked about it before. It sometimes doesn't seem like a big deal, but his kicking game has helped this team win games throughout this season. And you can see it there, a nice big kick, touchback. Let's see if the defense can come up.
13 of 18 and extra points. I think some of those may have been some snap issues too, so not all his fault. McAnally breaks a tackle.
Wow.
McAnally still on his feet and goes down at the 40-yard line.
McAnally in the carry.
And that's just a huge play for McAnally and the Waconia Wildcats. We got nice blocking up front, couple of missed tackles, and then look at this. He just carries him for a good 7 yards.
Yeah, Amos. And but like you said, great run by McAnally, who had an amazing game tonight.
He sure
He's
has.
got 2 touchdowns, but just really holding on to the football and getting extra yards whenever he can.
And the trick here for Park is being down 2 scores with the way Waconia can extend drives with just methodic running. The clock could become an issue sooner than you want it to.
Riley with the football. Riley has a first down. Cuts to the near sideline, gets out at the 42-yard line. Finally pushed out by Thomas Moot, but not before it's another Wildcat first down.
Yeah, and they're just getting some big runs on this possession. You can tell that defense is tired. They're worn down. They've been getting beat up by this Waconia offensive line and run game all game. Somehow they're going to have to come up with a stop because they're down 2 scores.
Great game plan put in place by the Wildcats tonight. McAnally.
Looks like he stumbled a little bit in the backfield and slowed him down. Because once he gets moving, he is hard to take down. Yes, he had a little stumble back there.
Yeah, but he did a nice job to cut inside and then come back out. And, just a little dipsy doodle, and maybe we'll get an extra yard or 2.
Looked like he might have tweaked his ankle a little bit too. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go to somebody else on this down.
That someone else should be Riley. Seems to be a combination 1-2 punch. Riley is going to get it out of the flat, gets the catch, heads down the sideline, and gets out at the 26-yard line. First down.
And Ortega almost had a tip, almost was able to block that pass. It was a nice job getting in the lane, but just over him. Right there.
Yeah, good throw just out of the outstretched arms of Ortega. Pushed out by Amos again. So the Wildcats trying to answer the Orioles score as they have the ball inside the 30-yard line. Call it the 28.
So far they have been answering with big plays on every play. Getting 10, 20 yards a game, a play here.
McAnally.
And the ball's out.
And Orioles have it.
And the Orioles get it. Unbelievable. So that's 2 turnovers for Waconia in this half. And the Orioles were able to monopolize last time. Let's see if they can do it again. That's a huge play for the Orioles.
Yeah, Kemp coming up with the football. Looked like Jimmy Hager was in on helping couple players, but Jimmy Hager also on the hit.
Let's see what happened. There's just a lot of traffic there we can't really see, but ball went out somewhere, and the Orioles have really, that's like a game-saving turnover potentially. 9:15 to play in the game. And they're going to need to march this ball down the field and make another stop.
There's Ross. Cuts inside. Ross powers his way across the 45 to the 47. What a great run by Deontay's Ross.
Yeah, Bruce, that's a huge run for Deontay's Ross for 2 reasons. One, it was just a big run, got a lot of yards, big first down, but watch as he protects the ball. He's been prone to kind of flail a little bit as he tries to get extra yards. Once he gets slowed down here, he tucks that ball in, protects it, makes sure he hangs on to a great run, Deontay.
About the 46. Give to Ross again. Goes to the far side. Ross has a lot of opening. He has an opening, gets down inside the 40-yard line. So we're going to call it at the 41, but a first down for the Orioles. So
another big run for Ross.
We got an injured player here for the Orioles.
Somebody's down. Looks maybe like, here goes Ross on the outside. He almost looked like he was pulling up on something when he went off the sidelines, but he seems fine now, and looks like, here we go. We just got these muscle cramps.
Well, the injured player is Henry Eaton, number 64. You see Eaton pulling from the left side of the line.
Look at Ross just deke these guys out. Maybe a little bit of a hold there.
By Giovanelli.
He's really cramping up. I'm sure he'll be just fine. He's got to come out of the game.
Get some fluids in him too. Gives, you know, that sort of gives Deontay's a little bit of a breather. He had two nice runs, and he gets throws the water bottle back on the sidelines and comes back onto the field. So still plenty of time for the Orioles if they do continue to run the football. They've got time. They've got 3 timeouts. Still 8:49 to go. And give it to Ross.
Ross to the carry for the Orioles.
Only a couple that time.
Only got a couple. Nice wrap up and tackle. Just be able to pull him backwards, which is hard to do. He's a strong kid.
Yeah, the middle of the line is the Toledo at the nose tackle spot. He's been hard to run on. Ortega comes out. Dvorak, back to pass. He steps into the pocket. He's got time now. He throws downfield. There's a hold. It looked like a hold.
It looked like a hold to me too. I was surprised to not see anything there. And that was I'd like to see that again because that really did look like a hold. But look at Dvorak here. He sees the pressure coming and just sneaks right up into it. Really heads up play by Dvorak, and right.
I don't know, maybe
maybe
looked
just
like
touched
it from
him.
a distance.
It looked like he had grabbed him live, but maybe a good no call. So a big third down play for the Orioles here. In 4-down territory, but they don't want to go that far.
Again, Dvorak has had a lot of pressure. Needs to find that time to throw the football. Oh, we're going to get another encroachment.
And that's the same situation that we had before. Again, that's huge. It's going to move you from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 2, opens things up.
What's happening is the Wildcats are they're ready to blitz, and so they've got their players coming up to the line, ready to step in there, and the cadence that Will is using is getting them to jump. So
going back to the pressure he's been under, it's a testament to him.
3rd now you can run Ross, and that's what they're going to do.
Yep.
And Ross has a first down, so that was a big penalty.
Huge penalty.
That changes the whole complexion of what you're calling on the play.
Yep, absolutely. And that's why that play was so huge. I mean, the difference between 3rd and 7 and 3rd and 2 is a lot.
We've seen that a couple times.
With all the pressure they've had on Dvorak, I'm surprised they haven't sacked him yet.
was Ross.
Kind of pushes the guy out of the way.
Number 2, Ross, in the carry for the Orioles.
Pushes him out of his way like
Now he comes
with
up
my
limping
dog.
a little bit.
For the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Brings up second down.
Favoring his left leg or left ankle.
Hopefully he'll be all right. Still moving well. It's 2nd and 6 with 7:30 to play in the game.
So Oppegard comes into the game replacing Ross.
See him take a shot to Giovanelli again.
Back stepping up Dvorak. He's going to run the football.
Oof.
Goes outside, gets tripped up inside the 20-yard line.
Dvorak and the keeper. Shoved out of
Going to be
bounds.
shy of the first down by a yard or so.
Yeah, and he was looking to his left side, and there was just nothing there, and so he took off.
But when you're short by 2 yards, you bring Deontay Ross back into the football game.
Sure do.
This is his territory. And you're hoping that the Wildcats are tiring a little bit.
And you hope the Oriole defense is rested. There he
This
goes.
is Ross. First down.
Number 2, Ross in the carry. Brought down by number 20.
And again, what Ross is doing on this drive
That's an Orioles
is
first down.
working on getting first downs and protecting the ball. He often, like I said, will kind of flail a little bit, just do anything he can to get extra yards, but he's done a really nice job protecting the ball.
So the ball now at the 15-yard line. St. Louis Park trying to make this a one-score game. They were trailing 21-0. It's now 21-7. 6:54 to go in regulation time. Notice I call it regulation now. It's hopeful. There's an incomplete pass, and that may have been actually a good drop because
Yeah.
they may have lost yards on that play had the receiver caught the football.
And again, Dvorak just no time. Has to get moving, and there's just nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's Ross, but he had 2 defenders on him. Orioles need 7 here. They need to get back within a score, tying the football game. Second down, 10 from the 15-yard line. Looks like pressure coming from the outside. Rolling.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Dvorak, he's got to try and get rid of it, but he can't. And he's going to lose 4 yards on the play.
Dvorak is
Yeah, just so much pressure. I don't know what else he could do. There was no time really there to even get rid of the ball with the pressure that came in.
Again, what's so hard is he's rolling from the left. He's
Yep.
got to really try and get set to throw across his body,
Maybe.
trying to direct traffic. And you can see the defense, really no one open on the play.
Yeah, he's trying to get a guy open, and he maybe should have just thrown it away a little sooner. But 3rd and 16, definitely in 4-down territory. Keep the sticks moving.
Timeout.
timeout, St. Louis Park.
That's maybe not a bad timeout. You might need him later, but with a long, crucial 3rd down play, you want to make sure you've got the right people on the field and you've got the play going that you want.
Waconia this season started off with the 23-17 loss to Armstrong, came back with a couple wins, one against Cooper and then Orono. 7-0 loss, not too bad against Chaska, and then they beat Jefferson, lost to Chanhassen, so 3-3 record.
7-0
for Waconia.
lost to
Wildcats.
Chaska. Sounds like an interesting game.
Right. That's a low one. You don't see-
It is, and it's
It's a cold night here, but the fans not bothering them.
they're young.
Big 3rd down for the Orioles. 16 yards to go from the 21. Ross in the backfield. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, and that play would have worked for about half of the yardage at least. That was Arteaga. And I think Arteaga trying to turn before he secured the
Let's see
football.
what happened.
4th down.
See, he's starting to run.
Yep, he
And-
didn't quite have it.
And that's too bad because he really had an opportunity to get close to that first down if he could have broken a tackle.
Yep.
So now they're going to have to maybe take a shot towards the end zone.
Yeah, they could potentially, you know, Nick Kent has the leg for a field goal here, but you need 7.
Maybe hope for an interference penalty or something if you take a shot. You gotta just make sure that Will's got time to throw the football. Back to pass. He's got time. Throws over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown, St. Louis Park.
Beautiful play and a huge block, a huge pickup block by Deontay Ross because the pressure was coming. You'll see right here, and he just picks up this block. That gives Dvorak the time he needs. Beautiful throw.
And a great catch by Requinty.
Requinty gets it, and it is a touchdown. The Orioles are back in this, baby. 6:25 to play in the game. And here comes Nick Kent. I almost called him Roy Kent. I don't know if you Ted Lasso fans out there.
Tick is up, and that one is
no good. Yeah, wide right.
Well, the good thing is they're still a touchdown away.
Yep.
It's an 8-point game. They're still in this football game with 6:25 remaining, and what a comeback by the Orioles.
Yep. Yeah, they've had a really great half of football here. I mean, they've got 2 turnovers. They've converted on both of them, and they're right in this.
And what a great throw that was by Dvorak. It was just right on the money to Requinty, and again, you give Will a little bit of time, which he had to throw that time, and that made all the difference in the world for him. As he's just been so solid this season. So.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch because he drops back and he just looks through the whole field. He doesn't hone in on just one guy. He's got great field vision and a very good thrower.
Just push that one off to the right.
Yep. Got a little bit of wind. See if we can pooch one into the end zone again. Low, long kick, and there it is.
All right, so Waconia will start from their own territory. Now the St. Louis Parks defense will try and see if they can cause another turnover to give the offense another opportunity.
Yeah, and you hate to say that they can't really stop them without a turnover, but they have been unable to do that. And so we'll see what they can muster up here with this defense. They should be playing some inspired football in this situation.
And trying to do what they did against Bloomington Jefferson. They were down by 10.
Yep.
Looked improbable. They came back, scored 10 points, put the game in overtime, and ended up winning the football game. Riley goes down at a gain of about 3 or 4.
Brought down by number 9,
6:13 left to play in the game.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
Waconia playing both to just move the ball down the field, but also chew up as much clock as they can. And their game lends itself to that.
Could be a direct stack to McAnally. Fumble. McAnally, he picks it up, and McAnally does a great job to get across the 25. And he's going to make it a 3rd down and about 4. But what a great play by McAnally, which was almost very costly for Waconia. Again, right in the breadbasket, gets through his legs, and he was able to, which a lot of times you'd want your player just to fall on it, but he was able to pick it up and make something out of nothing.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be lucky to even just maintain possession, but he manages to get 7 yards out of the play. I mean, what a strong runner.
Well, here's a big play right here for the Orioles defense.
Yeah, they got to stop him.
McAnally,
he's
first down, and he's going to go 40, 30. Trying to take an angle, and he's pulled down around the 5-yard line. Just ran out of steam.
I'm not sure who that was on the tackle, but boy, did he come in fast. Yep, that's Amos just came out of nowhere to catch him. I thought he was long gone.
Again, they talk about taking an angle defensively, and you can see.
Look at him run. Forrest Gump over there at the tackle.
Flag on the play.
But a huge gain and a devastating big play for the Orioles on what was a crucial 3rd down.
Personal foul on the Orioles.
May have been a horse cow. Not sure.
Yeah, it was a
First down,
dangerous
Wildcats.
tackle. He looked like he grabbed him by the helmet and pulled him or something. It was.
So again, really the only opportunity now for the Orioles is to come up with a turnover here. As it's the 2-yard line.
I don't think he intended to do anything. It was just he almost overran him. And you can see there that's a dangerous tackle.
The art director didn't like that call.
He didn't like that call.
McAnally, he's got 2 touchdowns already and he's going to be stopped.
Number 2, McAnally on the carry. Brought down by the middle of the Orioles defense.
4 minutes remaining.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it's 2nd down, and they really need to somehow just plug them up and stop them from getting that ball in the end zone here. But
It was a good tackle by Moot along with Kemp. They're going to run the clock down as much as they can before they have to snap it. And this is Riley, and Riley is tackled before he gets to the goal line.
29 Riley on the
yeah,
carry.
they keep him out, but he did pick up
Brought
a
down
little
by the
bit,
Orioles.
so they're
It's a
right on
3rd
the
goal.
goal line. And with being in probably a 4-down situation here, they're going to have to come up with a couple more stops.
Well, again, a field goal could make it a 2-score game too if an extra point. It's really, I mean,
That's true.
It's like an extra point from here.
And their kicker has been their kicker has been very accurate all game on the extra points. It was a nice job by Helfman on that play to keep him out of the end zone.
And the give, Riley. And
No
I
call
don't know
yet. I don't know how you make that.
the Wildcats say he's in, and the ref comes in and confirms it. It's going to be a touchdown.
They're in for a Wildcats touchdown.
See where the knee hits.
It's really hard to tell, but he looks like he's over the line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a 70-yard gain by forgetting his name. How could I forget his name? It was McAnally on that previous play. This really hurts the Orioles. What happened here?
Offsides on the
Offsides
Orioles
on
decline.
defense.
The play was called dead, I think. So. Mickey to attempt the extra point. Low snap. Kick is good.
Yep.
Extra point is good.
Well, that took the wind out of the sails
It
a
sure
little
did.
bit.
It sure did. 2:39 to play in the game, and we're gonna need a St. Louis Park miracle here to pull this one out.
And McAnally is well over 100 yards.
Oh, I think so. Yeah,
he
yeah,
could
maybe
be
two.
pushing 200 yards.
Yep.
They probably. There's a statistician over there.
Oh yeah. Last week's broadcast, we had a big runner on the opposing team as well. The Milton St. Margaret's, they gave up 333 yards rushing to one player. And I would venture to guess that McAnally is over 200.
You know, between McAnally and then Riley, you know, Riley's had some nice games as well. 2:39 to go, 28-13, 15-point game. Kick short. Orioles got a fall on it.
That was close.
Orioles fall on the
That was
kickoff.
a tricky one.
First down,
Yeah.
Orioles.
It's tricky because you don't want to get too close to it because in case it bounces into you such things as that, but you got to go in there and get it.
And what
It's a live
Raguinti
ball.
did when he went in, you could see how he turned his body to make sure that shielded the defender from getting that football. So it was a good job by Raguinti.
Yep.
Well, Orioles need a quick score here.
They sure do.
Trips to the near side. And Dvorak's going to be under some pressure. We know that. Steps into the pocket, and he's going to go down.
Down he goes. I think that's his first sack.
Dvorak is brought down by the Wildcats.
That's going to keep the clock running, so 2:25 and counting left in this game. They need a quick score.
Yeah, that time tried to step up into the pocket, and
It's going deep.
got a player there, and we got a penalty.
Oh,
flag.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a hold.
Yep, there was a
Pass
little hold there.
interference on
Oh.
Simonson.
Penalty on the play.
There we go.
Pass interference on the Wildcats.
Unfortunately, it's not the
First
NFL
down,
rule where
Orioles.
they take it at the spot or
Right.
the foul. So,
It looked for a minute there like somebody was signaling that it was on the Orioles. Oof.
right, again, Giovanelli getting that extra step on Simonson.
And it's unfortunate that isn't at the spot of the foul because he grabbed that jersey, really impeded him from getting to the ball.
Good strategy when you're beat. Under pressure. Dvorak has the player open. Caught. Raguinti.
Dvorak's pass is complete to number 19, Walsh.
Oh, that was Walsh.
Yep. Brady Walsh with the reception there. Nice little gain, but the clock is ticking. 1:45 left to play. They have to score fast.
Whereas still 2 timeouts left. Dvorak, that one
Got away from him.
yeah, seemed like it, he lost his handle on the football as he was throwing that one.
You know what, though? In my book, it's almost better an incomplete pass there than a little 10-yard pass with the clock at 1:31 to play in the game.
Intended for Giovanelli. So 3rd down and 1. Do you run, get the first down, and then quickly huddle up and throw, or do you pass it? That's a good point.
To me, it looks like they're gonna throw it. We're gonna have Ross in the backfield.
Thrown, complete,
And out of bounds.
first down.
Nice play.
Dvorak's pass is complete to
That's
number
really-
18, Walsh.
It's a really nice play to
That's
Walsh
an
there, right at the
Orioles
sideline. Get the
first
first down, get out of
down.
bounds, stop the clock, take a breath.
Yeah, you accomplished 2 things there, as you said. You not only got the first down, you stopped the clock.
And not just for the resetting of the sticks. I mean, it just stays. Clock stays stopped at 1:26 to play in the game.
Looking downfield, complete over the middle. Couple broken tackles.
I think they're gonna have to call a timeout.
Walsh at the 35.
Dvorak's pass is complete to Walsh.
Yep, and they call a
Gain
timeout
on the
with
play is
1:17
up
left.
yards for another Orioles first down.
And I think being up 2 scores, Waconia is saying, you know what,
They didn't call timeout.
they didn't.
They're setting up
Okay.
real quick.
Waconia is saying we'll give you those little passes in the flat all day because it's just going to chew up.
Well,
the
Dvorak has time. He's got to get rid
Got
of
to
it.
get rid of the ball there.
Yeah, you want to stop the clock, throw it out of bounds, and instead he gets
Dvorak is
sacked.
brought down.
Yeah.
Timeout St. Louis.
Yeah, that caused the Orioles to have to take a timeout. So, yeah. So if you're Will Dvorak, I think if you have that chance, you got to just make sure you step up to the pocket. If it's not there, you just got to throw it away.
Yep, right there is where he needed to throw it. I don't know what he thought he saw.
1 minute remaining, 28-13. Orioles trail by 15. Trying to get a quick score here, an onside kick.
They're going to need some pass protection. They got to give Dvorak some time, and they got to give their receivers some time to get downfield. They have to throw this one deep.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing right now for the Wildcats is that they're playing prevent defense, and so they're really doubling up on some of the Oriole receivers here, and it's making it hard for Will to find someone. Then when you only rush 3 or 4 players and you're still getting that pressure on him, it makes it really tough.
Right. And yeah, they'll let him check down in the flat every time because they're up 2 scores. If they were up 1 score, you maybe get a little more nervous about those, but
again, able to step up, throws downfield, caught, and out of bounds.
That's a nice catch by Brady Walsh. Good throw. Dvorak throws it. It's that proverbial, only where the receiver can get it. I mean, look at how high he got. Wow. And managed to stay on his feet and get out of bounds.
Great weapon for a quarterback.
54 seconds left to play. Looking for that St. Louis Park miracle. Trying to summon it.
We're running a reverse, so we'll just switch players before the play.
Oh. Get rid of it, Luke. Ah.
Will's got to just throw it away, but he's not, or else I'll have to take another timeout.
Dvorak is brought down.
Yeah, again, you'd like to see him almost shovel it to, you're out of the pocket. All you have to do is just get rid of that football.
Yep, nothing over there. He runs, he's looking, and he tucks and runs, and he's got to get rid of the ball there.
Right there, as you're going down, just chuck it.
So the Orioles down 2 scores with 46 seconds left to play in the game and no timeouts. They used 2 here, and they needed to use one on the previous drive on a huge 3rd down play that paid off.
Again, the Orioles have hung in tough. They have had to overcome a number of turnovers in this game just to get themselves somewhat back in this football game. And that last touchdown by the Waconia Wildcats was huge. And St. Louis Park just trying to, see if they can march into the end zone, make it a little exciting, see if they can attempt an onside kick.
And you got to hand it to the Waconia run game, but it is those turnovers that have hurt the Orioles more than anything.
There's a pass to the end zone and bobbled and dropped.
And that's just good coverage on the part of Waconia.
Yep.
Good pass, and he had it, but then, they're going to hit him right as he catches it, which is what they did. And he bobbles it and loses it.
Again, he had time to lob it up there. Walsh got over the defender, and then the defender made a really nice play.
Yep. With that kind of coverage, it's going to be a really hard play to convert.
I want you to say who made the play. It was number 1.
Oh, dear. That was Chum Pu Pong making that play. Difficult name for us.
If you read it, he's got 8 syllables in the name. Okay, Will's got to get rid of it here.
Get rid of that ball, Will.
Throwing downfield. He's got him. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Wow.
Giovanelli.
What a play. Dvorak finding Giovanelli in the end zone late with 30 seconds to play. He got hit, keeps his composure. He's got pressure on him.
He can barely get downfield. He's just slowly walking, but what a great pass.
And Giovanelli just getting up there, keeping the defender away from the ball.
See if the Orioles go for 2 here, or...
Let's see, they're taking Ross out of the game. Looks like they're going for 2.
And we'll get a timeout called on the defensive side.
Yeah, they want to make sure they get this right. So right now it's still a 2-score game. They have the opportunity to close that here.
I almost like take the 1 extra point here, make it a 1-score game, and then go for the onside kick.
I'm with you on that, Bruce. And Kent missed missed his extra point on the last touchdown, but he has been very good all year. And I'm kind of with you. I'd like to do whatever the highest percentage is of making this a 1-score game, which I think is letting Kent kick the ball.
either way, they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion at some point. So I think they're going to just go for the 2 right now and see if they have that opportunity.
And before the touchdown, they're going to need a turnover of some kind, and probably on an onside kick.
Correct.
I'd like to see Nick Kent's onside kick game.
Quick throw, and they got it.
Well,
The Dvorak's pass is caught by number 9, Martinez.
that's why we're up here and the coaches are on the sidelines.
Good call, Coach Foster. Good call. And our 28-21, so, you know, hats off to this Oriole team.
Yep, they've really played a good half of football here. They were down. Were they down 21-0?
21-0.
Yeah.
Well, 14-0 at half. I think
That's
it was
right.
21-0 at one point in this game, and you know, since then they've outscored Waconia 21-7. So.
Yep, they played a very good half of football. The turnovers just killed them in the first half.
And how big was that 70-yard run?
Yep.
On that last series that Waconia had the football by McInerney.
Yeah, and that's why you got to somehow get this onside kick right here, because you just can't really give them the ball. They got no timeouts and 30 seconds to play. A little bit of confusion on the part of Waconia.
Timeout Wildcats.
And forces them to call a timeout.
So now the Orioles will see if they have onside kick play number 2 that they can.
Right.
Should mention that it follows senior night tonight.
Yes.
So again, what do we have? It looks like about 12 or so, or 13, 14 seniors. And 19. Okay, 19, Paul. Here you go.
19 seniors. We got Deontez Ross and Daryl Kemp, Will Dvorak, Ezra Hudson, Christian Ortega, Stanley Rigwinty, Thomas Moot, Nick Kent, Marcus Hosfield, Brady Walsh, Jacob Favor, Ezekiel Oppegard, John Swindlehurst, Marshawn Dunlap, Larry Adams, Nathan Hosland, and Ben Farley and Benin Cotter. We got them all in there.
All right, great job.
For
great job, Paul.
that I butchered.
Again, we want to congratulate those guys for their playing their last home game here as during the regular season. There may be another game, but best of luck to them as we get ready here for the onside kick. Squib and
they got it!
And the Orioles have it. It's not over yet. The ball didn't go 10 yards, but it was touched by the Wildcats.
Yep. 29 seconds left to play.
Onside kick is
Some
covered by the
solid
Orioles.
onside
Orioles.
kick game by Nick Kent. That's a tough ball to field. It just bounced around.
And your St. Louis Park Miracle is still
alive. It's still alive.
It's still alive. If it happens, fine.
I got connections.
Come on, Orioles. Let's see Giovanelli with his 9th touchdown of the year.
No timeouts. They're going to have to throw deep.
Will looking, rolls, waiting for his players to get downfield. Directs traffic, throws, got a player down there. It's tipped and out of bounds with 18.9 seconds.
The Orioles pass is knocked down by the Wildcats. Second down.
What you'd like to see is maybe a quick down and out where you can give Will a little bit of time to be able to throw the ball into the end zone. It's a long throw from him, especially when he's across his body.
Oof, that was almost picked off. So here we go, 18.9 seconds left.
Still one timeout left for the defense here. Orioles taking a lot of time. They're going to get a playoff here fairly soon.
Yep.
Delay
I don't want to back up any further.
Dvorak can't get sacked. Steps in.
Oh my.
Trying to get the first down. Trying to
He's
get
trying
out
to
of
get
bounds.
out of bounds, and does he do it?
Yep, he
Looks
is
like
out
he
of
does.
bounds.
Wow.
Stops the clock.
The legs of Will Dvorak.
Unbelievable that he was able to
That's an
make that play with
Orioles
10
first
seconds
down.
to go, and now they have it at the 36-yard line, and much more doable to be able to throw the ball maybe 2 plays in the end zone. But what a great! I didn't think that they'd take an opportunity to run that football.
I don't know if it was designed that way, but Will certainly saw the angle he needed to get the first down and get out of bounds, and he just took off. I don't think I've ever seen a football player run sideways that fast.
Here we are, 10 seconds, 28-21. Dvorak will look to the end zone now if he can. Hoping to have time to throw the football. Under pressure, steps up, spins, throws it downfield. It's got a player there. Touchdown! Touchdown, St. Louis Park! Unbelievable! Do you believe it?
It's a St. Louis Park miracle! And I thought Dvorak was down. I mean, look at that spin move. He's a ballerina out there.
Giovanelli
with the biggest touchdown of the season for the St. Louis Park Orioles. What do you do here? Do you go for the tie or do you go for the win?
This is
I like it. What a comeback by the St. Louis Park Orioles.
St. Louis Park is going for the win.
4 seconds left.
We got a tired defense. This is crazy. Dvorak.
Roz is in the backfield.
Oh, the give it to Ross. He breaks a tackle.
He
did.
got it.
He did. And the Orioles have the lead. Unbelievable.
What a comeback.
Can you believe it?
Goodness.
Can you believe
Look
it?
at Giovanelli on the sideline. He's just running.
Oh, my goodness.
That away, Doobie.
The St. Louis Park Orioles miraculously have taken the lead with 4 seconds left to go in this football game.
And Deontay Ross is down. Looks like he's cramping. Now they still got to kick this ball off and make a stop.
Oh my goodness.
Not over yet. But what a comeback.
This is unbelievable. St. Louis Park.
Look at that.
Boy. Dvorak and Giovanelli, unbelievable. And that play by Dvorak to get rid of that football on that spin move is all desire.
Wow.
That is the St. Louis Park miracle.
It is. That's the St. Louis Park miracle. I can't believe Will Dvorak was able to stay up on that little hit.
And I love the fact that they
around.
had all this momentum and they said, we're going for the win.
We're just,
We don't want to tie the game. This is our chance. Right now, everything's going our way. We're going to go for the 2-point conversion, and they made it.
Yep, they had all the momentum. And quite honestly, the other thing is the way Waconia runs the football. I think an overtime game favors Waconia because they're going to get the ball into the end zone almost every time, and and so I think it's the right call. Let's not give Waconia's offense a chance.
Well, a lot of times you squib the football here. I almost like you've got a kicker who can kick it in the end zone, put it in the end zone, and let them have one shot from their 20-yard line.
Yeah, squib kick can be very dangerous because you can give them a short field. So 4.2 to play.
All set up on an onside kick recovery. And he does, sticks it into the end zone.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Again, you got one play, you gotta stop the Wildcats here.
First down, Wildcats.
We may see the fans on the field after this game.
Why not?
What a senior night for St. Louis Park again. Still got to make a stop here.
And there's Dvorak and Giovanelli hugging it out on the sideline. Coach is getting into the action, pumping up the crowd. Here we go. You need to stop.
29-28. Back to pass, under pressure. He gets hit, throws, and it's dropped. And that's it. The Orioles with a miraculous comeback win. Can you believe it?
I can. I am a believer, Bruce. I am a believer in miracles.
You talked about it. You called the miracle. You were talking about it. Could we have it?
This is one of the most exciting games I have ever seen.
Trailing 14-0.
Wow. So they scored.
So 29 points scored in the fourth quarter by the St. Louis Park Orioles. 29 in the fourth quarter.
And I believe
thanks to Howard Luloff.
2 of those touchdowns in about a minute and a half.
Does a great job with keeping me up.
With no timeouts. It's just unbelievable the way they were able to execute. And that's when you have the big playability that they have. That's why the miracle is always there for you.
Now that play has to go down as one of the plays of the week. It's got to be. They've got to get that play onto as a highlight on the TV.
I agree.
That is an amazing play. And
incredible.
Will Dvorak to Giovanelli, and actually so many plays in this fourth quarter that they came up big. And what a credit to this team to be able to pull out a win trailing like they were. And really, Waconia just looked strong. They were dominating. St. Louis Park had all these turnovers in this game. And the Orioles were able to. It's going to be a long bus ride home.
It's going to be a very long bus ride back to Waconia. But let's also give our hats off to McAnally, who just had a fantastic game on the ground. That's one good, strong runner.
Oh, boy. That was a fun one.
I think the only thing you could say is so be it. Amen.
Well, that was a fun one. This was look at the team. I mean, we're staying on here for another minute or two here because it's what a great incredible night of football. A senior night like none other. You know, and you know, you got to call all the seniors' names out right there. Yep. And this is going to be something those seniors will remember for a long time. Oh, yes, absolutely. Something you and I will remember for a long time is just having an opportunity to call this game. And I know this is going to be a highlight for the coaching staff, the players, and something that they're going to remember for a long time. Absolutely, and I also believe that, you know, with Will Dvorak being my next-door neighbor and Deontes Ross spends a lot of time there as well, I think there's going to be quite a celebration going on next door tonight, and I might join him. So the Orioles are now 5-2 with this, I want to say, improbable comeback victory, scoring 29 points in the fourth quarter. We want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight from St. Louis Park. Again, we want to thank our crew, great crew, who has brought this game, and again, we hope everyone will have an opportunity to maybe watch this fourth quarter one more time, because what a great comeback by the St. Louis Park Orioles. So as we leave you tonight, again, we want to wish the seniors the best of luck on their future careers and endeavors, and again, we want to thank all our fans for joining us. On behalf of Paul Bodwin and our crew here from ParkTV 16, final score, St. Louis Park pull off a miracle victory with the 29-28 win over Waconia Wildcats. Good night.